Welcome to purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight I am going to be reading for the collective. So we're going to look at some masculine and feminine energy. We're going to look at the bridging energy and see what lesson we are currently all working on. Please remember we are multi-streaming, so we are on three different platforms at the same time: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. It does look like the YouTube comments are working today. I see Sandra. Welcome, everyone. So I'm really not going to get into my own personal journey. Thank you, Sandra. Just because I'm still processing. I'm still processing. If you know, you know, right? And I guess that's really all that matters. I will say for those of you that have been asking, I am safe and I am healing and I am still standing, still standing. Um, I definitely experienced a massive tower moment in my own journey, but not one that we didn't see coming. I'm not going to say that I'm done trying to recreate the wheel, but I am going to pause and take some time for me and really commit to my journey with Source, with Spirit, with God. So I welcome all of you to join me along, right? Um, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it right now. Of course, I want to come out here and I want to scream and holler and I want to, tell everyone my truths. But Spirit has informed me that we're not going to sink to other people's level. So we are just going to push forward, and that's what I intend to do. So I am reading for the collective. We did not do all 12 signs this week. I don't want to say I'm shocked that we're here tonight. I will say that the same thing that happened to me a year ago happened to me yesterday. And a year ago, it took me quite some time to get out of the bed. And this time it did not. So I guess that's something, right? Dream Sequa, Michelle, welcome, welcome everyone. All right, so Thursday we're going to retouch on some of the December astrology. So we did go over all the astrology transit dates. We did that on Sunday night. So if you guys missed that, you can find that over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. But Thursday, we will be looking at some of those key dates, and then we will be reading for the collective for the entirety of the month of December. So I did post that already. If you guys see it, you can hit the thumbnail, you can hit the notify me button, and it will give you a notification whether YouTube, decides to send them out. That is the best way to get them. So today, collective masculine, feminine energies. There was some. I feel like there was something I wanted to say, and I'm totally forgetting because I'm nervous. um, oh, I know. Scammers, guys. We have scammers. We're growing. PLR has been here. I built this company 4 years ago with my telephone and a tablet and some books to prop my phone up on. So um, as we grow, people try to steal our content and they try to steal our videos and our pictures and our profiles. And they'll send friend requests saying, hey, sign up for this crap and I'll give you a reading. Guys, I'm not a mean person, I don't think, but I don't send friend requests. It's just not my thing. If I'm following you on my business page, you're badass. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I just don't. On my personal page, that's totally different. My moderators are on my personal page. I need to get Dream Sequa on there. But yeah, that's it. On my personal page, it's private. It's personal. If you're lucky enough to have access to me, then you're on my private page. But on my business page, I do not send friend requests. So several of you sent me a screenshot today where you got a friend request from a Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. The and was actually missing. So that's how I was able to tell that it was shit. But yeah, so if you want a reading from me, I do personal readings. The links are always in the description box. Always, always. Any video you see of mine, you can click on it and you can click on the description box and it will give you links for my Etsy shop, my personal website. Etsy shop is actually having a cyber sale right now, guys. So I would definitely say go check it out. 30% off all readings and consultations. Right now, the twin flame reading is clearly the number one, I would say. The synastry reading coming in a close second. So if you're trying to figure out who is your twin flame or is someone, yes, I can tell you. I feel like I can say that confidently now. A few years of studying, right? Again, we're 4 years in. October of next year be 5 years, I believe. I could be wrong about that. Y'all, I kept telling people I was 44 for like a whole year that I was 45. So who knows, you know? um, but yeah, so just don't fall for the scammers. If you're needing a private reading, I do live readings, I do emergency readings, all of that stuff. But you do have to contact me. Like I'm not gonna reach out to you. I'm not gonna send you a friend request. Like I said, if you're lucky enough to have access to me, it's going to be my moderators. My moderators are the only ones on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, and my business page. I just don't send them out. There are a few people on my business page. Are Clarissa, right? Our famous Scorpio Clarissa. She makes apparel for women who survive breast cancer. So I'm saying that's badass, right? So of course I'm gonna follow her. I probably should go through and update that because I know that several of you are also badass and you're also, going out into social media and doing your things. Audio check, Diana. Tell me what's wrong. What's it doing? But anyway, I was just, don't fall for the things. You have to reach out to me if you're looking for any type of service. Diana says audio check. So tell me, what's it doing? Sounds low volume. Okay, let's see. What about now? Oh, she says there it is. um, is it better now? Is it louder? Hold on, y'all. My son is messaging me. Yeah, my son also got a fake a fake scammer reading. So yes, guys, just apparently someone is on it today. So just be cautious. And I appreciate everyone who's reporting the fake accounts. I do. Sadly, like we were talking in our personal chat, and Diana was talking about how I need to add Dream Sequel on there too, y'all. Please help me remember. Um, but we were talking about that, a lot of creators deal with this, right? That's something that we see a lot. It's common. Unfortunately, you have a lot of liars and a lot of fakes out in the world. Um, yeah. So again, if you're looking for a service, you do have to reach out to me. I'm not going to reach out to you. I'm not going to send friend requests. I'm not going to tell you that I'll give you a reading in the chat or in a messenger or any of that crap. You guys, just in case you don't know for some reason, this is my spiritual awakening. So welcome to my spiritual awakening. I am definitely on the twin flame journey, regardless of how willing or unwilling I am to be on that journey. Regardless of how I feel about the labels. And when I was broken down in my dark night of the soul, Spirit told me to create PLR when I thought that I was the only person in the whole world who had experienced this energy or this impact on my life or this type of awakening. Spirit told me to build this tribe, and that all of you who have also had the same type of awakening um, would join me, and we would all get to see that we're not alone. Um, Sometimes, for me, that is a double-edged sword. The fact that we're not alone, because when I'm hurting, I know that other people are hurting. But other times, like days like today, for example, I'm live streaming today on the 26th of November. Um, the synchronicities, the signs and synchronicities to remind me who I am, where I've been, where I come from, and where I'm going have been massive, massive. Spirit likes to reward me with money. I don't know why. I don't joke about that. I'm really serious. Whenever I do something that I've been told to do for a long period of time that I kept ignoring, my phone just goes off and the Etsy reading just picks up. And today was no different. Um, I can't really run from it anymore. I can't really hide from it. It's so obvious now, right? Um, that it's just, here's where I'm at. All right. Have we seen Jenna? I found Jenna's box for her giveaway. Um, when I got here, I looked on my desk and I seen it, and I thought I actually didn't get a chance to send it to her yet. Um, and when I got here, it was on my desk. I was just sitting here waiting. Jenna says, I thought it was you, and I asked for a friend request because I couldn't find your business page, but I blocked them. Oh, sometimes I feel alone though. Yes. When you're feeling that way, Dream Sequa, meditation. I mean, I feel like you already know this, but meditation is what helps me connect to the collective energy and the collective healing energy. Because there is a collective healing energy. Like, I don't think we understand. There's Jenna, but I don't think we understand like the collective energy. So when we're all working our healing path, the collective energy is strong and it feels empowered, and you can tap into it when you're needing healing or when you're needing clarity, or like Dream Sequences, when you're feeling alone. Um, I will say that those of us, and you know who you are. Like, I don't feel like I have to say anybody's, like who you are, but like for those of us that are on this journey and we are focusing on our light and illuminating, um, you know, people's pain, um, and healing in a way of service. again, it's like that collective energy gets stronger. But it's like when we're not, that collective energy struggles. And we're all struggling with the same thing. Like that's another thing that's interesting to me is in this journey, we go through these waves, right? And it's like when we're up, we're all up. But when we're down, we're all down. And I feel like that's something that like I really paid attention to in the last 24 hours that I was experiencing my own tower moment. Is that like I knew I was experiencing a tower moment. I knew why I was experiencing that tower moment. I knew that it was because I had held on to something when the signs had been just pouring in all day, every day, right? You guys know, like when you know when you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, like you feel, your spirit guides, source, spirit, everything is telling you not to do it, and then we do it anyway, and then we experience a tower moment, and we're like, well, what the bleep? Well, I mean, do you doubt? I feel like sometimes I'm like when I hear the message that I'm supposed to do this thing, but I want to do the opposite of what the message is. I doubt myself. I'm like, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Like we got to stop doing that. We're not wrong, right? Like stop doing that. We're not wrong. But I in that moment, I also know that like others are also experiencing towers. And it's going to be the same kind of tower. It's going to be something like for me was about breaking away from something that I refuse to let go of. Refuse. Like this journey has a certain path because there's so many of us now and we've studied this type of awakening for centuries, right? So it's like we're not going to recreate the wheel. The wheel is the wheel, and it's like when we try to recreate the wheel, we're just bound to hit an obstacle, experience a tower. So most likely, and it's not going to be all at the same time because we all feel them differently. So if like you're hearing me, you may have already felt yours. You're like, Rosa, that was last week. I get it. We're not always like on the same time set or whatever. Some of you may not have felt your tower yet. You're like, what tower? I feel like if you're a cardinal sign, um, yeah, you most likely have felt yours. So Pluto moved into Aquarius on the 19th. Um, and yeah, I feel like I was the last one in line. You know what I'm saying? The good thing about towers is that when it's done, and now you can rebuild. Now you can move forward. Now you're not stuck. All right, so I'm going to use The Soul's Journey by James Van Prague, and let's do some masculine energy. See how the masculine is feeling. Self-esteem comes out. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So for masculine, self-esteem could be an issue right now. And I think it's about what is it that they have to offer. They may not feel like they have a lot to offer. I think for the masculine, they're focusing on the material side of things, of what to offer. But the card says gifts of the soul. So the masculine needs to find their own gifts, their own abilities. I will say with this card, I used to think that two people could heal together. I no longer believe that. It is said that the feminine heals in separation and that the masculine heals in union. I honestly feel now in my 45 years of life that in order to truly have a loving and healthy relationship, the healing has to be done apart. The healing has to be done apart, or you're only carrying your brokenness. Now, is it possible, the theory about masculine healing and union? I mean, it's possible. The feminine energy has honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. How many of you are dealing with liars? How many of you are dealing with liars? How many of you are dealing with people that will tell you one thing, but their actions never, ever, ever match their words? That's what I'm dealing with. And I want to stand up for myself. I want to call the lies out. I want to, tell people what I really think. Do you guys ever feel that? Do you ever feel that way? Like you just want to call people out on their shit? I do all the time. It's probably the Aries in me. In this situation, I'm definitely being told not to. Again, it's like we can't sink to. It's not even about sinking to someone else's level. It's about someone taking power from us, right? Like when we sink to other people's level, we're not even meeting them at their level. They have literally taken our power, and that's why we're now at their level. And that could definitely be a lesson that Divine Feminine is learning right now. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself always. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. Purpose. I love it. I know what I'm here to do. On the bottom, acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And here's the things that I've learned I cannot change. I cannot change what type of spiritual awakening I'm having. I want to be a Buddhist in a temple somewhere, super cool and wear those comfy robes. But I'm on the twin flame journey. Um, Another thing I've learned that I cannot change. I cannot change who my twin flame is. I cannot make it somebody that I want to be. I cannot change the person who awakened me. I want to all the time. I want to talk about walk-ins and soulmates and yada yada and all that good stuff. And I know I sound a certain type of way right now. It's, sometimes you sound like how you feel. And I'm not saying like be negative or don't think positive, but I just know that on this journey, and when I say I know, on this journey, you will spend time alone. You will learn either quickly or not quickly that dating is not an option. Um, I mean, we have free will. We have free will. If you're on this type of awakening and you decide you want to date, go for it. Go for it. If it works out and you come into some type of union that lasts longer than 5 years, please come tell me. Like, please come tell me. Because I've yet to experience it or yet to see it. Now, lots of us are in relationships that we want to call our soulmates, right? Like lots of us are in relationships with karmics that we don't want to admit are karmics because we feel like we've already learned that lesson. How could we possibly have put ourselves back in that situation? Well, I just want to say it just means there was more karmic lessons for you to learn. But you're not going to be able to follow purpose with a karmic. You just can't. You just won't. Can we grab that YouTube? Well, they're on it today, ain't they? I think I got it. Mercury is in the microwave, y'all. Mercury is in the microwave. Um, Definitely at a crossroads, definitely at acceptance, definitely at understanding that I cannot change what is. And I wouldn't say that I'm giving up, but I would definitely say that I'm gonna stop pushing now. I'm gonna stop pushing. Dream Sequence says, "Do we have free will? Really? LOL. Because things go left. That's fact." Here's my theory on free will if you're on the twin flame journey. Um, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Because God will align you where you're supposed to be every single time. Every single time. And it doesn't matter. And you can fight and you can claw and you can hold on to people and places and things. And they will be removed. They will be removed. And the harder you fight for your free will, the more painful and excruciating the realignment is. I feel like I'm spewing brutal honesty today. So, yes, I would say acceptance overall energy is spot on. I understand I've been awakened. I understand who awakened me. I understand that I cannot run, cut, tie, burn that tie. I understand all these things. And I'm ready. I want some cats. Can you all believe I said that? Sean comes over to YouTube. I love it. Would you guys believe that when I first started this, I was always told to multi-stream, and I was always told to, by spirit, of course, to um, be on all platforms, all platforms. And people told me, you can't do that, Rosa. You can't do that. You have to pick YouTube, or you have to pick one. You can't do all of them. It's not allowed. Um, they told me people will not go from one platform to another. Um, let me talk to people about the thing that is causing them the pain that they're experiencing and how to heal from that pain. And I promise you that they will cross over all platforms. All platforms. So purpose is where our focus is supposed to be. This is the bridging energy. That means that both masculine and feminine are learning about their purpose. I know that a lot of you struggle to know what your purpose is. I honest to God do not know why God just told me. Like I I don't know. I do feel, I guess, that some of us are. I don't ever want to be like, oh, I'm better than anybody, or I have anything that anybody else doesn't. Because we're all one. We're all one and the same. But I do feel that some of us are called, I suppose, um, to lead or to do more, and maybe that's why. Um, I don't know. um, but I will say that I have been studying astrology for a very, very long time. And I don't just study today's astrology, I study like past astrology so I can compare and see and find out what works and what doesn't, so I can see where predictions came true and where they didn't, right? I study people's birth charts, like everyone's. I don't care, famous people, not famous people, random person on the side of the street. If I get your information, if I know your birth name, the town you were born in, and the time of birth, I'm gonna study your birth chart. Um, so I tell you all that because I do have a reading in my Etsy shop where I help you find purpose. And I do that by looking at specific placements and specific houses on your chart. Um, so if you're struggling to find your purpose, focus on that. Put all your energy there. Because what I've learned on this journey is that the moment I stop resisting and I do what I'm supposed to do, the path is clear, the path is smooth, and the abundance rolls in. And when I want to do what I want to do, or what I think is right, or what I desire, the path is bumpy. And about a month ago, I was having a conversation with spirit in a meditation, and I said, I'm not going to let go. Like, I'm the strongest person I know, and I'm not going to let go, and you can't make me. And spirit told me, of course not. Of course not. But don't complain when it's not easy. Don't complain when it's not easy. All right. Let's pull a little tarot. So acceptance is going to be the overall energy. So that means divine masculine, divine feminine, accepting their awakening journey, the path of their soul, understanding that there's purpose. And really, it's about understanding that we're not going to run from our purpose. If you're on the twin flame journey, I can tell you that your purpose has to do with alchemy. I can tell you that you're going to take the thing that broke your heart the most and you're going to turn it into something beautiful and positive and bright. And somehow that's going to help other people that are experiencing that same heartbreak. That's going to mean something different to each one of you. All right, let's look at the self-esteem for masculine. So I feel like focusing with are struggling to see what their own gifts are. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. We have the Lovers. Perfect card to come out first. It is my clue card for the twin flame journey. The Lovers, I picked the Modern Goddess Tarot, one of my newest favorites. But the Lovers card normally shows these two people with all the hearts and happiness. And it's like you see the card and it's like, oh, that must mean marriage, or that must mean those two people get together and live happily ever after. We talked about this before I even started the reading because I said I no longer feel that two healing people can be in a healthy relationship. I used to want to believe that I could be in this relationship with this person that was just as broken as me and that we could help each other heal. And that's not the case because you're carrying your brokenness into the relationship and expecting the other person to deal. So I feel like the Lover's card, it talks about how you choose to go heal yourself. Like she's by herself in this one with a mirror showing her a reflection, which is, what the twin does. Sometimes people don't understand that. When we talk about the mirror and twins, sometimes people are like, well, they don't mirror me. I wouldn't do none of the things that they do, right? Um, the mirror is not, it's not what it means. Their actions is the mirror. And as you watch their actions, you reflect on what you're willing to accept. Their mirror shows you your brokenness. Their mirror shows you what you need to heal within yourself. So, for example, if your twin is someone with like a wife and kids and a home and a job, and they run around and do shit they're not supposed to, The mirror isn't that you would do the same thing. The mirror is, why do you accept that? Why is that acceptable behavior for you? What is it that you have to heal? So we have Page of Wands. It's the beginning of a spiritual awakening journey. I don't think this is the beginning of divine masculine spiritual awakening, but I do feel that this is the beginning of them really taking a very close look at themselves. Page of Wands could also even talk about immature energy. It's not at its fullest potential. That could be sticking out to the masculine. I see the mirrors on both pictures, the lovers and the hermit. The hermit is a time of self-reflection. The lovers is Gemini energy. The hermit is Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and I'm just saying Mercury in the microwave, and this is the fourth one, y'all. The fourth one. I think I said something the other day about this being the third one. No, this is the fourth Mercury retrograde. You normally have three. Every once in a while, there's four. I feel like there was four last year. It's like it's really rare to have 2 years where there's four. So clearly, Mercury just really enjoys the microwave. I see the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. It's time. It's time for some type of emotional growth, maturity. It's time to take action when it comes to self-healing, self-reflection. And I mean, honestly, there could really be some deep dives for the masculine into their own, who they are, who they want to be in this lifetime. Their true feelings. All right, so Divine Feminine dealing with honesty. It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. It's definitely this energy like we're not going to allow anyone to take any more power from us. We're not going to sink to anyone's level. We're just going to send them unconditional love, right? The Wheel of Fortune again. I will say, I don't know about you, but I'm in this weird part of my awakening where I can really see people for who they are. Even when I don't want to. It's like you get to this part where you can just see right through people. And I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. Wheel of Fortune is telling me it's a blessing. Three of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. This is about Divine Feminine removing themselves from the lies, removing themselves from anyone who's not authentic. Three of Cups is like minds, soul tribe, soul family, soul sisters coming together, celebration. And Nine of Pentacles is about getting to work. Nine of Pentacles is about getting to work. Divine Feminine, you could feel like you're gathering your soul tribe. You could feel like it's been a long time coming, like you've just been waiting for these people to come along. Excuse me. And I think for some of us, it's possible that we've delayed some of our work, some of our healing work, some of our spiritual work due to dishonesty. When we believe something that we're not supposed to or that is not true, we can't be where we're supposed to be. And where we're supposed to be is in the present, following our purpose. It says, I know what I'm here to do. The Six of Wands is here, there's a victory. The Empress is here, that's what we're supposed to do. And the Knight of Wands is here. Knight of Wands is passionate. I know a lot of times we see the Knight of Wands as reckless, but it's very passionate energy. It's about getting excited. The Empress is sometimes seen as divine feminine, but it's creativity, it's connection with source. And the Six of Wands is being noticed. It's recognition. On the bottom is the World card. It's definitely giving out with the old and in with the new. I just want to point out that Pentacles, I've been learning about Pentacles today, and Pentacles are also about, so Pentacles are a material thing, and it's also about like building something or constructing something. I feel like Divine Feminine is very much focused on her soul tribe, very much focused on gathering like minds, people that are experiencing the same experiences or learning the same lessons. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. It's Jupiter energy. And Jupiter is about expansion and growth. Sun Sis. Sun Sis. I just have to call you Sun. Welcome. It says, I need to learn boundaries and how to love ourselves enough to overcome this from what I understand. That is exactly the goal. All right, let's look at head, heart, and higher self. Let's start masculine energy. So thoughts, feelings, and current higher self lesson. All right, so for thoughts, we have messages and dreams. I feel like the dreams were really big on the feminine side when we read for the collective on Sunday night. So it's very possible that energy has now swapped and the dreams can be very vivid for the masculine energy. Beliefs, facade is in the heart space. It's this energy of taking a good look at themselves. Facade is like wearing a mask, taking the mask off. Higher self, we have masculine coming out, so big confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Um, Masculine energy is your protect and provide energy. In the headspace, this could be about communication with divine feminine, because I'm not actually picking that up unless it's divine feminine telling divine masculine to take the mask off, which is very possible. But I feel like this is actually a higher self lesson for them. Sometimes we get messages in the heart space. All right, let's do divine feminine, head, heart, and higher self. Thoughts, feelings, and current higher self lesson. All right, so in the headspace, North Node, cosmic purpose. I mean, that's pretty clear, right? We've seen the purpose card how many times? So, divine feminine, you're focused on your purpose, like we talked about earlier. So, big confirmation. Cosmic, the astrology could be big right now. North Node is fixing to move from Aries to Pisces. January 11th. January 11th of 2025. Tell me that that's a coincidence. 111, right? All right, let's look at the heart space for divine feminine. Limitations and fears. Wow. In the heart space, divine feminine, you're scared someone can reach you. You're scared someone can touch you. There's like a hand coming like through this open window. It looks like an apparition, like it's not solid, something from your past. In the heart space, divine feminine, you could be purging something that was limiting to you from your past. Here's what I know. When you step into this, when you step into this purpose, I cannot express like what I mean by highly, highly protected. If you're chosen, like if you're on an awakening journey and you're and God plucks you out and says you're gonna tell people what happened to you, you're gonna help other people as they go through their shit. Highly, highly, highly protected. And I don't know like when I knew it all along. I heard it. I heard the words highly protected for the longest time. I was like, what does that mean? What does that um over the last, my awakening journey started in 2015. Actually didn't know what the hell was happening until 2017. Dark Night of the Soul 2018 through 2019. 2020 came, definitely started to crawl out. Um I don't know. I feel like I just didn't know for a long time. I didn't know what that meant. And it's like now all these years later I see all the things that have almost happened to me. Or all the things that I came through that I was like, how did I even get through that? Um and yeah, I can't express. Highly, highly protected. And if you're wondering like why you're so protected, let's pull higher self or divine feminine and then I'll tell you. All right, so someone's watching. Higher self is telling divine feminine, you have spies. You have spies. Are we surprised? No. Watch all you want. I hope you heal yourself and get better. Um, um, if you're wondering why you're so highly protected, it is because you are fulfilling Spirit's will. You're fulfilling Spirit's wants, purpose. Like, it's not our purpose, to, like Rosa. I didn't come down here one day. I was like, oh, I'm going to be a human and I'm going to follow this purpose where I teach, unconditional love by example. No, I didn't say that. um, that's God's purpose. God's purpose is unconditional love. So, Dream Sequel says, of course, weirdos. I don't know. I mean, you're not weird if you are actually learning from it. But if you're just a narcissistic liar, okay, I just got in trouble, so I'm going to shut up now. But I mean, if you are, then there's no reason to watch. Like, if you're not going to learn and you're not going to heal and you're not going to get better, then don't watch. You know what I mean? If you're just going to pretend to heal or pretend to want to be a better human being, then go pretend on someone else's channel. You know what I mean? All right, I think we are going to do some messages. I actually pulled out the OGs. Don't worry, y'all. I wouldn't say anything that I didn't already say straight to their face. I'm that person. All right, let's try to get three from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine, and 3 from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. So masculine first, we have I doubt myself. We have let me out. I'll tell you what that one's about in a moment. And it's easier for me to be wrong than right. On the bottom, my mind replays all of our memories. So Divine Masculine could be catching themselves with obsessive thinking. They could be questioning their actions or lack of actions. Let's talk about this one first. It's easier for me to be wrong than right. Guys, I should tell you, I see some new energies in here. So these are all messages from, ooh, I'm moving the camera. So sorry. Messages from my own journey. All right. So it's easier for me to be wrong than right is this message that I mean, he was wrong. I mean, I mean, um, it was like I feel like it was a disagreement where one party felt like they were right and the other party felt like they were right. And it was just easier just to give in. It was easier just to like, oh, well, I guess I'm just the bad guy, right? It was that kind of message. And then let me out was actually my message. That was something that I said. Um, and it's a separation thing. It's like when you're in 3D separation, you feel like you're trapped or like you're stuck in this dark box sometimes. And when you're the chaser, it's up to the runner when they're going to open the box. The trick to this is stop chasing. I feel like it's very possible that Divine Feminine has stopped chasing, and that could be why maybe Divine Feminine has pulled her own power back. And anytime we do that, it is definitely felt on the other side. right, let's do the 3 from Divine Feminine. Just try it. It means just what it says, just try it. A lot of times, Divine Masculine could feel like the things Divine Feminine are doing is too out of this world, or too far, or too much, or whatever. And it was, it's definitely this energy like, don't knock it until you try it, right? I'm trying to send you a message in your dreams. Super interesting, because where did we see that card? The message card in the headspace for the masculine dreams. Big confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. This is a higher self message. That's why it's white and not colored. The higher self could be telling you that you're communicating in your dreams. And please be patient with me. On the bottom, I didn't plan this. Man, y'all, I have missed my desk so much. I can't even. I've been here all day. All day. I worked on Etsy readings. I did a private. I just can't leave my desk. I'm just so excited to be here and have all this space and everything at my fingertips. I need cards are right here. You know what I mean? It's amazing. For the last year and a half, I really didn't know where I was going to do the readings from. There was times I did them in my car. Y'all remember that? We did get some pretty views of the lake, though. So, dream sequences, vivid visions. Vanessa, I do. Hope you see me. All right. Let's pull some guidance. Now that we got all these confirmations of where we're all at, what are we supposed to do with it? Other than learn and figure out what our purpose is, right? Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. Ooh, we have a new one. I don't feel like I've seen this one. The Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. See where it says express your gifts? The Divine Masculine got the card self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. I'm not going to be able to pronounce this one. You guys, I'm using the Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. All the Ascended Masters from everywhere in one oracle set. All right, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. And of course, over here, Radha, soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. And that's what we're doing in this twin flame journey right now. So regardless of whether you're in separation or not, regardless of whether you've been working your healing path or this is your first day, the goal is now peace, harmony, and healing. Peace, harmony, and healing. All right, let's read that one. Let's read Radha Soul Flame out of the book. I opened right to the page, y'all. Look. All right. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. The Hindu goddess Radha is the divine feminine counterpart and twin flames of Krishna. She is considered to represent Shakti, the divine feminine, and creative spirit of the universal life force. Without the female, the male cannot be created. And for this reason, Shakti is a powerful force that is honored and cherished. Radha is completely devoted to her partner and illustrates the age old adage behind every powerful man is a powerful woman. She is dedicated to supporting all those who seek relationship harmony and healing. At one point, she learned that it was like what it was like to be separated from Krishna, and so she can also bring great healing to those who are suffering the loss of a partner or a separation. Extended message. Loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember, though, that relationships won't make you whole. We talked about that, remember? It says only your own love can do that. You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself, maybe sensual aspects or the capacity to cherish yourself. The relationships around you will then begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. Increased romance, love, and opportunities to express divine harmony through love are all becoming apparent in your life. You deserve divine love, and Radha, with her Shakti presence, is here to awaken this loving connection within you now. Absolutely perfect. Couldn't have been any better. All right, guys. I hope this reading was helpful. I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. I will be back Thursday night, 8 p.m. We are going to look at the month of December energy read for twin flames, and I will most likely offer free twin flame readings where you can get your own masculine, feminine, and bridging energy on Thursday night. So, all of you new energies that came in today, make sure to hit the subscribe button for me and then come back Thursday night. I would love to give everyone a free reading. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate everyone coming in. My moderators, thank you so very much for always helping with the comments. Um, Etsy shop has cyber sale going, so if you're looking for personal readings, you can also find them over on my website. Let me think. What else? What else? I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, guys. I love y'all. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.